You can't see the bigger picture and you can't work toward a bigger goal if you've got the perspective of a worker. That's just the facts. If your brain isn't used to thinking like those who are achieving big things, you will struggle to find your footing. And even those who start a big project without having the vision eventually end up thinking this way through the experiences they have to go through. So if you already know you must think like a CEO, why not speed up the process and start training your brain? That's what this video is all about. Knowing this isn't going to do much for you if you don't start applying them to your life. This is where training your brain starts to happen. So, the first thing you need to do is pick up a project in your life. Maybe it's something you always said you would do but never got around to doing it. Maybe it's something you're already doing, but you're kinda half-assing it and you know it. Or maybe it's something you know you should be doing, but you don't know even where to begin. We suggest you grab a piece of paper and write it down. Then take a good look at what you wrote and then add 10x right next to it. So for example, if this project of yours is to get in shape, 10x might mean competing in a triathlon. If your 10x sounds ridiculous, it means you're doing it right. The reason you're doing this is to force a growth mindset and start developing. You see, we always tend to overestimate the big picture and underestimate the small one. For example, if you write, "I will do 10 push-ups every day," it might mean a lot to you. But if you write, "I will compete in a triathlon this year," well, suddenly those 10 push-ups feel like nothing. For example, we want to educate 1 billion people on what it takes to live a good life. Now, 1 billion is a big number. That's our 10x. When you start with a big number in front of you, the small ones you need to hit before getting there, they won't seem that unachievable. Get used to doing this in more aspects of your life and you will see how your mindset starts to slowly shift from "this can't be done" to "how can this be done?" But you need to actually do it, Alex, or go through the process. Just thinking about it isn't going to give you any results. Now, on that same piece of paper, write 3 things you know are good for you or will at least be good for you in the future, but you aren't doing any of them right now. This could be something more demanding. Let's say, like building up a 6-month financial safety net, or something as simple as drinking X amount of water every single day. Write 3 of these things down and start doing them. Once this becomes your new norm, write down 3 more and repeat the process. Now, when it comes to resilience, this will be the hardest challenge you have to face. Everyone has different ways of dealing with things when they don't want to. Some meditate, some listen to motivating music, some just white-knuckle their way through and do it. Find whatever is your thing. The final step of thinking like a CEO is to focus on the results, not the effort that's being put into it. Track numbers, optimize systems, and get rid of things that waste your time. Nobody cares about the amount of effort you put into it. Nobody cares if you worked 2 or 20 hours. Only the results matter, so don't get lost in doing work for the sake of being busy. There are multiple ways to achieve similar results. There's no reason to overcommit to something that's inefficient.